Pisces, what's happening? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to bring you a really quick reading. This is going to be for Mercury Retrograde. I just want to make sure that you guys have an idea of what energies you need to look out for. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about where those energies are in your chart and what you need to look out for. And, what energies you may need to embody to get through this Mercury Retrograde energy. So make sure that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. To those who are already members of the channel, thank you so much for the love and support that you give repeatedly in all the ways that you do. This is going to be a general reading for my Pisces. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you need a personal reading, my information is in the box below. So let's get into this. Mercury is in retrograde. Well, we're in the pre-shadow stages of it, but it's going to be in Mercury retrograde in Libra. The hard body date is the 27th. Now, with the pre-shadow energies, which we're in right now, the full retrograde energy and the post-shadow retrograde energy, we are going to be dealing with Mercury retrograde energies in Libra until around Halloween, maybe November 1st or 2nd, okay? So, Libra, let's talk about the house of Libra. Libra is the house of relationships of all sorts, business, family, friends, lovers, all types of relationships in your house and how you relate to people, okay? It also talks about justice. So we're dealing with justice on the physical 3D realm, and we're dealing with justice on the spiritual realm. So when we talk about Libra in the spiritual realm, we're talking about karma as well, okay? So what's going on with Mercury there, Mercury is about communication. Mercury is about information. It's about the facts. It's about logic. It's not about your feelings in the situation. It's about what you did. This is the actions you took. Mercury don't care about how you felt about it, right? So what's going on when Mercury goes in retrograde is what Mercury is doing is it's handing our file over to the universe on the 3D realm. It's handing our file over to the universe. The universe is saying, okay, thank you, Mercury. Let's see what's going on with Pisces and what's up with them. So, okay, Pisces did this. Oh, okay. Pisces did that too, huh? All right. But this is what was done to Pisces. Okay, and Pisces experienced that too? Damn. Okay. Thank you, Mercury. All right, because Mercury's the messenger. All Mercury does is deliver the information it needs to deliver to whoever it's supposed to deliver it to without feelings, it's like the mailman. The mailman don't give a shit because you're looking for your check. The mailman going to say, okay, here it is, or no, I don't have it. It's that simple. So that's how Mercury is, all right? So Mercury's in Libra. Now, we also have Mars in that house as well, okay? Now, what Mars does is, Mars is kind of an individualistic sign, in the house of partnership. So what Mars can do is it can cause problems. It can cause arguments. It can cause frustration. It can cause people not to get along. And it can accelerate things, too. So it may accelerate what the universe is looking at in reference to judging you. Now, not only are you dealing with universal energies judging us and giving us our karma, a lot of us on the 3D realm are going to be dealing with, court proceedings of all sorts, whether it's paternity, whether it's business formation, whether it's divorce, whether it's custody, whether you slipped and fell in a Walmart and you suing their asses, whether, you got fired from a job based on some shady nonsense and you're suing for discrimination, all types of court proceedings and procedures. It doesn't even have to be court. It could be mediation. A lot of businesses, large corporations, they avoid court by settling with a mediator or arbitrator. So that could be going on as well. Libra also deals with politics. Politics is the way you go about doing things, so we're dealing with the political environment. So with Mercury there, Mercury is communication. So we're looking at things on TV that have a lot to do with what's going on in the legal system. People being exonerated, cold cases maybe being resolved, people getting caught who got away with some shit for a long time, maybe getting caught and brought to justice. Also keep in mind people who may have did you dirty, okay, and they got away with it, they're going to be being judged universally. Like I said, we're all being judged right now. Mercury is busy as hell pulling all these files, and the universe is going through them through Mercury retrograde. So you're dealing with Mercury retrograde in your 8th house. So the 8th house deals with energies of hidden emotions, hidden feelings, psychic abilities. It also deals with sex, death, crime, Okay, so a lot of people in court for shit. Okay, also, people who passed away and they leave estates and wills and inheritances. So those things are going on as far as the specific court things that might be going on that you guys might be dealing with or going through. And then also we need to look at the fact that we're dealing with mercurial energies. We're looking at Gemini. The North Node is in Gemini right now for all of us. Also Lilith is in Gemini. Lilith deals with your rage, your sexual energy, rebelling against society, the feelings you get when you're rejected or you're denied something or you're not treated fairly. So we're dealing with those Lilith energies in the North Node and Gemini energies in your, what house is this for you? Your 10th house. No, hold on. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Your 4th house, I'm sorry. Your 4th house. So that deals with your personal, your private life. Okay, it could have something to do with past life, something that went on in your family, maybe inherit, because again, we're dealing with the 8th and 4th house. So the 8th house may have to do with inheritance from somebody who passed away. Okay, a will and estate. And then we're dealing with the 4th house. The 4th house deals with wrapping up end of life activities. So maybe you have a relative or somebody or a situation in your family where someone was elderly and maybe they're going into a nursing home, or maybe they're, transitioning out of this world, or maybe they're getting their affairs in order so that in the event they do, if this is not you, or maybe it's a family member, or you're dealing with issues after the fact, maybe someone already passed away. The 4th house also deals with your bloodline, your generational things that are passed down through your family. It also deals with the nurturing, mothering figure in your life. Now, some people were raised by a father or a man, or they didn't have a mother, but whoever gave you that nurturing assurance when you were a child. If you didn't deal with that, maybe, that could be something that you're dealing with the 8th house as well. But you also dealing with what's going on in you, privately, what's going on within you and your emotions and we're dealing with water houses here, okay? So you're dealing with intuitive energies as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to look and see. Okay, here they come. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. The motorcycle gang comes through. And when they come through, boy, oh boy, it's a lot of noise. And it's hot. I had to open my windows. So we're going to look and see what energies may be prevalent for you with Mercury retrograde and the North Node and Gemini, as well as Lilith and Gemini in your 4th house, and then the Mercury retrograde energies as well as Mars, accelerating things in your 8th house. All right, that's one too many. I just need one card for my Pisces people, please. Thank you. All right, so it says be at home. Interesting. We were just talking about the 4th house energy, which has to do with your private home. Okay? In the household that you're in now as an adult, and also, the nurturing, mothering figure in the household that you grew up in when you were a kid. All right, so be at home. So this is all about being comfortable with who you are, comfortable in your situation, comfortable with what you have. So for some of you, maybe you will be inheriting a house. Some of you, maybe you're moving or relocating, or some type of something that has to do with the home. Maybe you're decorating the home, or changing the home around in some way. Okay, maybe some of you, this is just being comfortable with some of the things that you went through in your past. Your emotions and your feelings about maybe some of the things that happened to you when you grew up. Maybe some of you, there's a level of uncomfortableness that you're dealing with in any of these energies or any of these situations that I talked about. And maybe the universe is just telling you to be comfortable, be at home. It's okay to be cool. It's okay to be safe. It's okay. You're going to be okay is what I'm getting. I feel that strongly. 8 plus 6 is the number 14. The number 14 is the major arcana of temperance. So I feel like things are going to be balanced out. Things are going to be leveled out. Things are going to be, there could be reconciliations of some sort. But be careful with these reconciliations with Mercury in retrograde. You want to be careful because, again, we're dealing with karmic energy. So these could be people that who were meant to be out of your life. And maybe they're trying to come back in. So you want to use your intuition because, like I said, we're dealing with water houses here. All right, so people could have hidden motives, hidden agendas as to why they're coming back around, or why they want to come, quote unquote, home for whatever reason, or why they want to call you, or somebody may feel very comfortable with you, and maybe it's because you don't stress them, or you don't push them, or you don't, and they feel like they could do what they want. that's a negative aspect of it. And maybe they feel comfortable or at home with you doing whatever. Or maybe you, are in a situation where you now can relax. The universe could say, you know what, you're going to be okay. So I get that. So let's take a look and see what energies you may need to embody to get through these retrograde energies. So I get an energy of, not to, even though Mars is going to be there accelerating things, making things more intense, what I feel like is the universe is saying that, you're going to be okay. To be calm, to be cool, be okay with who you are and what you believe in and what's going on. Be comfortable in your own skin. I get that too. Okay, so yeah, your energy, the 12th house. So it talks about surrendering. Yeah, so whatever it is that you're uncomfortable with, just surrender. Okay, let the universe handle it, and try to get, and don't worry, you're eventually going to be comfortable. All right, so surrender it, leave it to the higher powers. Like I said, they're pulling our files, seeing what's going on, and this is indication to me. Plus, the 12th house itself is the house you rule, and that deals with karma too. Okay, so we got Neptune in retrograde there. So I get a good vibe about those of you who are doing positive things. Your universe has got your back. Okay, so just, be cool, be at home, be at peace with yourself and the decisions that you've made. And the universe is going to reiterate to you why you should be, especially if you were doing things that warrant good karma. Okay. So all the other things that you need to be aware of as far as stereotypical Mercury retrograde, if you're going to make travel plans, make sure that you check your reservations, triple check them the week before, the day before. And if you're landing on a flight where you got a connecting flight, check that gate as soon as you land. You check it before you leave, and then check it as soon as you land to make sure it hasn't changed up on you. Check your hotel reservations. Check it the week before, the day of, the day before. Check your, any type of reservations you have in reference to travel. Just make sure you triple check them. If you're signing any large ticket items, signing contracts for large ticket items where you're going to be making payments for over, 2 years, you definitely want to read the contracts over, read them over. And if it's a really large ticket item like a house or a car or some type of major investment in some type of company, you want to make sure that you have a lawyer look at the paperwork. And if you can prolong those things till after the retrograde, that would be recommended, which is till after Halloween. But if you can't, just make sure you double, triple, and quadruple check the contract and make sure you understand it. Ask questions. Don't feel stupid. Make sure that you feel comfortable. Okay, be at home. Make sure you feel comfortable with anything that you're moving forward with. As far as people coming back from the past, again, make sure you feel comfortable with everything that's going on. Make sure it sits well with you. Okay? And if it sits well with you, then surrender to it. Let it go. All right? If it don't sit well with you, then don't surrender to it. All right? But listen to your intuition, okay? I think that's it with Mercury retrograde stuff. Yeah, I think that's it, Pisces. So I wish you the best. I love you guys. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, you do so already, okay? Well, you do so now, not already. That's Mercury retrograde kicking my ass. Yeah, so at any rate, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next reading. Later, Pisces.